Sing 2 doesn't come out until late December, so I have prepared myself for still seeing the trailer in front of everything I go see, and then saying, alright, that movie hasn't come out yet. I walked into this movie expecting to have some kind of headache. I just didn't know it would happen so fast. I should have known though, since this is how the trailer for the movie started.
What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
Yeah, whenever I got that ad, that's when I would pick to go use the restroom before the movie. So it was a packed house, which I figured since it was a one-night-only advanced screening. I walk in and, uh-oh, there's a family in my seat, so I found somewhere else to sit, since that seemed like it would be easier than asking this mom and her 3 kids to relocate. Only the movie was already playing. Seriously, for a few minutes, I thought I was watching a featurette before the movie, then realized, oh shit, it's the actual movie. Then the movie shuts off, the kids start crying, and an employee comes out and says, yeah, it accidentally started 5 minutes too early, so we're gonna rewind it. What causes a headache quicker than a musical number from Sing? Having to watch the same musical number twice in a row. So yeah, if you've seen the first one, you pretty much know what you're gonna get with Sing 2. The movie isn't particularly deep, but then again, it's really not supposed to be. It's a modern animated movie done in the style of a, hey, let's put on a show, musicals from the golden age. Seriously, the movie can be summed up with these 2 lines of dialogue. There's no way we can do this seemingly impossible scenario. That's exactly what we're gonna do. The plot has the Buster Moon singing troupe going to a Vegas-like city to put on a show for an evil wolf producer named Crystal, and the only reason they're able to do a show is because they've convinced him they've cast legendary singer Clay Calloway. This means Buster has to do what he can to get Clay into the show. Unfortunately, it's about a stage show and not a movie, so Buster can only go the half bowfinger with this plot and not secretly film Clay and drive him crazy. Yeah, the plot is thin and really just an excuse to get to the next random cover of a pop song or various audition montages of different characters weirdly singing other random songs. It falls into a trap some animated sequels do, where they have to give all of the main characters in the first one something to do, even if it doesn't work into the plot well. We'll be doing the main story with Buster, but then it'll keep cutting to things like Johnny taking fight dancing lessons, or Mina being shy about having a romantic lead in the play. Buster is told at the beginning that they're not ready for the big leagues yet, and it's kinda true. There's a plot about how Rosita is afraid of heights in this space play that they're doing, so she's recast with the producer's daughter who isn't afraid of heights. Which, yeah, seems like the logical thing to do. You probably should have someone who can swing on a wire to star in your swinging on a wire space play. They keep talking about how awful Portia is, but I don't know. She's giving this space play a real B-movie feel. But the saving grace of this movie is the amazing villain, and that the film isn't afraid to get batshit insane in parts. This is a movie where a character loses her glass eye and spends half of the movie with an apple stuffed into the socket. It's not just that Crystal, the bad guy, wants Clay Calloway in his show, but if Clay isn't there, he will murder Buster. Seriously, he hangs Buster off of a balcony, threatens to drop him, then when he has to leave, he locks Buster in the closet to murder him later. This producer is old school. The animals have to sneak into the theater to do their show in secret, which again is this crazy-ass sci-fi production with no rhyme or reason to the scenes, but it does look kinda cool, and yes, it gets insane. Crystal finds out about this, charges into the theater, and right on stage grabs Buster, takes him up on a crane, and keeps his promise of throwing Buster to his death. You have this slow motion shot of Buster falling to the ground until he is saved by Rosita, who can finally swing on a wire. Yay, Rosita is no longer afraid of heights. But seriously, the producer just committed attempted murder live on stage. Holy shit, I want to see this same theater troupe do Satan's Alley from Staying Alive. And then they have this heartfelt moment right after where the thing that gets Clay to go on stage is envisioning his dead wife next to him. The tone is almost outstandingly all over the place. The movie's not bad. Yeah, it feels like a manufactured Illumination movie that's there just to put a lot of songs out and not work so hard on the script. But unlike some other Illumination movies I've seen, at least this one isn't afraid to do some crazy shit. For a lot of the movie, I was writing a C+, because while it was fine and had some sweet moments, it wasn't funny enough to elevate the generic script. But the third act of the movie gets so ridiculous, and their show is genuinely quite entertaining, and looks good on the big screen, so I'll give it a generous B-. Because a wolf throwing Buster to his death has to be seen on the biggest screen possible. And there is heart, which did win me over in parts. Really, the movie kind of feels like a script for a Muppet movie that needs an extra draft written. Which still makes it better than the usual Illumination movie. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll have some reviews coming up for you for some pretty wild stuff. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you next time.